Feathered Serpent.
Welcome back to Star Trek 25th Anniversary.
Captain's Log, Stardate 5097.3. Starfleet reports major military activity in the Klingon sector near Krakoor, a planet on the edge of Klingon space. Intelligence indicates that the Klingons are mobilizing a large fleet to search for a renegade who is responsible for a disruption of unknown nature on that planet. Federation sensors have found a faint energy trail leading to the planet Zam-4 in the Digifal system. We've been ordered by Starfleet to track down the source of the energy and discovered what happened on Krakoor before the Klingon fleet enters Federation space. If we are not successful, the Federation and the Klingon Empire may find themselves at war once again.
Not much info to go on this time.
Orders are to proceed to the Digifal system.
Tell us about this Digifal.
Digifal, a system near the Klingon neutral zone. Digifal contains 2 habitable planets, Digifal 3 and Digifal 4. Digifal 3, also known as Zem-4, contains ruins of a civilization that abandoned the planet approximately 20,000 years ago and has been declared a protected world for archaeological reasons.
And Zam-4?
Zam-4, the 3rd planet in the Digifal system, a Class M world. See Digifal.
So again, not much to go on. Let's just head over there.
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
Open hailing frequencies. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battlecruiser, you are in Federation space. You must leave immediately.
I am Commander Taraz of the Nizra. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal. We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system, for your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you, if the Nizra does not leave Federation space at once. You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space, you'd be saying the same thing to me. Who do you think you're trying to fool, Taraz? Get your ship out of here now. You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If a Federation criminal were to pass into Klingon space, you'd be saying the same thing to me.
If we are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain, you may do this for us. We insist that we remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action, provided that you can bring him to us in 12 hours.
Agreed. Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. You will pull back to the Organian neutral zone, and do so immediately. Agreed.
Let's just agree. Let's resolve this amicably.
Entering standard orbit.
We don't want to get into a fight with the Klingons here.
Assemble a landing party. Unless we find this so-called criminal, we're going to war.
Interesting.
There is a tall, slender, dark-haired man looking intently at you.
We just happened to beam down right in front of
The
him.
log appears sturdy enough to cross. You see dense vegetation in all directions. The moon of Digifal. Legend says that the gods of good and evil fortune live there and will glance back at those who look at them, and either a miracle or a catastrophe will soon befall those who gaze upon it.
Let's hope it's the former.
I'm just a security officer, sir.
Jim, that man is dressed in ancient Aztec clothing.
I believe you are mistaken, Doctor. His clothing bears a distinct resemblance to fashions of a much later period. The humanoid's adornments appear similar to those worn by leaders of Earth's early 20th century inhabitants of the South American continent.
What do you know about Earth culture? He looks like an ancient Aztec.
Well, don't argue about it.
I am picking up strange energy readings from the alien. Perhaps Dr. McCoy could provide better data.
He appears human. All life signs are normal, but I'm getting strange energy readings near the base of the pituitary gland.
Greetings, my children. I can barely imagine that you have come so far.
I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you? I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. What did you do to get the Klingons so upset? We're not your children, and we don't appreciate this wild goose chase you forced us into. I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you?
The Klingons? Amazing. This is the first time one of my missions has produced results so swiftly.
Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon space fully jeopardize the peace. Damn right the results were swift. The Klingons have been raiding colonies looking for you. Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon space fully jeopardize the peace.
Jeopardize the peace? Hardly. Peace is what I preach. I am Quetzalcoatl, as you well know from the proud history of your world.
Quetzalcoatl? How fitting you would name yourself after one of the most bloody-handed gods in Earth's history.
Bloody-handed? My people love peace.
Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left, offering you their still-beating hearts. Ha! You mean your followers loved pieces? They slaughtered other believers hoping you'd return.
Kirk is quick to accept that this man is who he says he is.
After you left, offering you their still-beating hearts.
Impossible. You must be lying.
And then your followers were destroyed, because when white men arrived on that continent, they were believed to be you in your promised return. Your people perverted your teachings, then were destroyed by it.
Foul, lying creatures! My gift was wasted upon you! Be gone!
Oh no, he's teleported us into a pit.
We are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of angering Quetzalcoatl.
I'll see you then. So we're trapped in a pit now.
There's no way that we're getting up that way, Captain. The vine is...
Sadly, we can't get him to break his neck trying to climb out.
Those vines would be useful to escape, if we could reach them.
Do I look like Houdini to you? I'm afraid you're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one.
No enemies in sight, but supplies could be a problem if we don't get out.
This moss is covered with a very sticky substance. There is a vine hanging down into the pit. You are in a deep pit. It is a long, hard climb to the top.
We've got a little snake friend.
This particular snake doesn't seem to like your company and moves whenever you get near it. There is a tiny hole in the wall at this point. Certainly no human could crawl through here.
Certainly.
There are several loose vines hanging over the side of the pit out of reach. This is one of them.
If only we could get that down.
Rocks here, quite suitable for picking up and throwing.
Let's get the old tricorder out.
It looks like a Zamphorian pit snake, a rather common species in this region, noted by galactic herpetologists for their quickness. It is not venomous or dangerous to humans.
Well, that's good to know.
Energy readings from the area where the alien's projection was. Nothing to report, Captain. This vine is not likely to support our weight by itself, Captain. You would have to find some way to reinforce it. Nothing to report, Captain.
So if we can double up these vines, we'll be okay.
You pick up some rocks from the pile.
But let's try and trap this snake. Seemingly it's not dangerous. We'll just block up its hole so it can't retreat and we'll grab it. That was easy. Now let's try throwing some of these rocks.
Nothing happens.
Fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
Baseball? No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%. Well done, Captain.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right, we're on our way.
Yeah! You climb up first. That's what you're here for. Everyone watch him slowly climb up the vines. And yes, we have to climb up. Everyone has to climb up one at a time. So let's just hurry this along. And see where we are. In the middle of a dense jungle.
I feel like someone is watching us, Captain.
Oh, don't worry, no one's watching this.
Staying in this overgrown region could prove quite dangerous. I suggest we continue, Captain.
This jungle is sure lush, Jim. Speaking of lush, I could use a nice Saurian brandy about now.
Let's just move on.
I am Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
Towering over your security officer, holding a great spear in his huge hand, the great warrior Tolokzak will let no one pass him.
Ah, well, this could be a problem.
Nice planet. I kind of like it.
Perhaps our host will be more reasonable now. I recommend trying to locate him, Captain.
Did you ever get the feeling that people don't like you?
Yeah, I get that all the time.
I will not listen to your deceitful ways.
Well, either this Aztec is a real flesh and blood human being, or I'm going to be retired as soon as I get back to the Enterprise.
You get him.
All right, time for some action. Let me show you how we did it at the Academy. Captain, do you realize how big this guy is?
You know judo. Use your judo. Okay, let's show him the snake.
Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl, but only a man of courage, one who will shed blood, will pass. Self-sacrifice is the noblest quality of humanity. You may go. Beware the monster in the water. You may have my knife to defend yourself.
Yes, we have to get the snake to bite us to show self-sacrifice. Not that it was much of a sacrifice, because we did just establish that the snake is not dangerous.
It's getting a little cool out here. Keep warm. I don't want a bunch of sick crewmen when we get back to the ship. If we ever do get back to the ship.
Fascinating. The trees are able to grow very close together in this forest, Captain.
Does every planet-side mission have this much adventure, Captain? Mind you, I can't say Mr. Quetzalcoatl is making a very good impression on me.
I'd say it's around about average as far as adventure goes. They're all about this on this level, aren't they?
I recommend caution here, Captain.
That's good advice, Spock.
For a campfire?
Reminds me of a planet I was stationed on once. The native girls were real friendly. Ensign Shu had his bachelor party there. Great time. You ever been to Omicron Draconis, Captain?
And we can see something moving in the water here.
A pair of eyes are all that you can see of the rest of this creature. Most of it is hidden beneath the murky water.
That is most certainly dangerous.
To get an idea of its depth, or what may be beneath its surface. This plant has a rather thick stem and prickly leaves.
Get the tricorder out, Spock.
The tricorder registers a life form, a large marine creature lurking just below the surface of the water. It is some kind of mollusk. The river seems to be its home, and it is carnivorous, eating land and river-based forms of life.
I bet he'd love to bite into us.
The leaves are slightly toxic. I would not recommend touching it for an extended amount of time, Captain.
Toxic leaves?
There's nothing there Jim, there's some kind of an aquatic creature down there. It's some kind of squid, and it doesn't look very friendly.
A freshwater squid?
The plant is tough. You will need something sharp to cut it.
Well, let's get that ornate knife. And cut this plant. Look at this animation. Throw that in the water, see what happens.
It would appear that the plant secretes a chemical that is a natural repellent to the creature. It has retreated far downstream, Captain.
Excellent. Now we can cross over. They don't make you do it one at a time this time.
I've lost any appetite I may have had for squid, Jim.
I don't see why.
As we continue on, Captain, it would not be logical to endanger ourselves by remaining here.
Reminds me of some spelunking I did on Hades 4. Ever do any climbing, Captain?
Have you ever made it up the face of Half Dome, Lieutenant?
If we ever get back to Earth, 100 credits says I'll beat you.
Captains and security officers, they don't realize how fragile the human body can be.
Sure we do. That's the challenge.
We of course know that Captain Kirk likes free climbing.
It is a large cluster of crystals.
We know that from Star Trek V.
This appears to be a formation of raw dilithium crystals, Captain. My tricorder indicates unusual energy patterns in their direction, Captain.
Can't go wrong with some dilithium crystals. We always need them.
You have one dilithium crystal in raw form.
Let's move on. There can't be much more to this. Ah, here we are.
I watched as you worked through the problems I set in your path. You are a valiant, intelligent species. Please sit down. We have much to discuss.
I've had it up to here with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive. Maybe you should see how primitive you are before you go around testing others. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive? Yes, I guess we do. Go on. One thing first, if you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive?
I tried to teach them the concept of self-sacrifice. It would appear they did not completely understand my teachings. You are clearly not the liars I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth about my disciples? That they became ruthless savages?
The Federation is not in the business of lying, mister. Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race, I'm afraid. You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should try following the Prime Directive. It changed our lives. Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race, I'm afraid.
I sense truth in this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would explain why they are searching for me. I have clearly abused the power that was given me long ago.
You show great wisdom, sir, but your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of my power. Tell me, has your species made progress in the medical arts?
We're a technologically advanced starfaring race. What do you think? That we wouldn't have made progress in medicine? With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advances. Yes, why do you ask?
At the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species. This is the seat of my power. I wish you to remove it, thereby making me immortal.
Jim, I'll try, but the physiology is completely alien.
You've got to do it, Bones. If the Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them, perhaps we can avoid a war. Scotty, 5 to beam up.
I like that he only had 3 chairs, like you just assumed the red shirt wasn't going to make it.
Captain, 3 Klingon heavy battle cruisers have just entered the system. Admiral Kenka is hailing us, sir.
Federation starship, this is Admiral Blick Pinker of the Clearter. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire population of Rakor. We are not prepared to negotiate. You will proceed to Rakor, where a court of Cleon justice will be convened. If you refuse, we shall destroy you.
Admiral Vlicht, the criminal of whom you speak, is in the middle of a very delicate medical procedure. He cannot be handed over to anyone at this time. I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Rakor would cause the deaths of the entire planet. Since when do Klingons give orders to Federation officers, Admiral? I realize it's difficult for a Klingon, but don't be a fool. The criminal of whom you
Surely, us being in Federation space gives us jurisdiction here.
be handed over to anyone at this time.
His attempt to corrupt the Empire with his philosophy led to the destruction of all life on Rakor.
How could a philosophy of peace and non-violence cause the destruction of all life on Rakor?
Rakor has been governed by my family for generations, but even they were corrupted by him. It was a matter of honor that his lies had to be silenced, no matter what the cost.
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with? So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for the deaths, not Quetzalcoatl. You murdered them. You're insane. Tell me, how much do your commanders know about what you did? Or do you need to kill Quetzalcoatl to hide your own deeds? So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for the deaths, not Quetzalcoatl.
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs, the people of Rakor would be alive. Clearly, he is responsible.
Message from Starfleet Command.
I'll argue this with you later, Vlicht.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
I have bad news, Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law. You are to turn your prisoner over to them at Rakor. Klingon law will permit you to observe or aid in his defense. But be very careful, Jim. Starfleet out.
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers. That would be murder.
We have no choice, Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice. Set course for Rakor, Mr. Chekhov.
Uh-oh. But Ian, what is a god in Star Trek? In the Season 2 episode, Who Mourns for Adonais, the crew of the Starship Enterprise happens upon the Greek god Apollo, played by Michael Forrest. What they discover is that these figures of legend and mythology are really just big randy guys with magical powers who like to lie. And here we are at Rakor.
Captain's log. We have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Rakor to deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny and I have been granted permission by the Organians to witness this trial, which I expect to be a travesty of any meaningful definition of justice. Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Let's face Klingon justice.
The prisoner and his witnesses will stand forth, so the trial may begin.
Look at this beautiful landscape.
Captain, I estimate the odds of this court acquitting Quetzalcoatl at 0.086%.
I've got nothing to say to you, Jim.
Ah, cheer up,
He doesn't
Bones.
seem to be in a talkative mood right now.
I'm frightened, Captain. But if I am to die, then I shall die well.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
A Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard with his disruptor ready to fire on anyone who gives him trouble. Admiral Vlicht, commander of the Klingon flagship Clerta. You look but see nothing of note.
Quite an imposing figure he is indeed. I like this dynamic of going into the Klingon justice system, and they do this a few times in various Star Trek shows, and I like it. It's a good way to show the cultural differences.
One healthy adult Klingon male.
So, Kirk, we finally meet. I had thought it would be in battle, but the universe holds many surprises.
There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you. Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me in battle? You really have a one-track mind. Stick around, Vlicht. There are more surprises awaiting you.
So be it! This begins the trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is charged with impersonating a Klingon, studying dissent, encouraging cowardice, and treason in the highest degree.
Those are serious charges, Vlicht. Should he not be tried by a Klingon High Court?
He has not demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in High Court. Principles of honor are not applicable to his defense.
I'm a warrior, Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial. And this trial is a mockery for the entire galaxy to see. Oh, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, Quetzalcoatl. I'm a warrior, Vlicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial.
A Federation officer claiming the rights of a Klingon warrior. How dare you insult me, Kirk?
I've faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat. Your own records will confirm this. If I'm not worthy of their honors, why didn't they kill me?
That oversight, Kirk, is easily rectified. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender. Then we shall see if you are as worthy as a Klingon.
I want your word of honor, Vlicht, that Quetzalcoatl will not be harmed while we take these tests.
Very well. You have my word. Captain Calarax, transport them to the test of life.
More tests.
What is this place?
Not much is known about Rakur, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining installation. That creature might be a native life form.
A test of courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow doubt that Vlicht intends for us to survive this, whatever the outcome. We're the only thing that stands between him and the killing of Quetzalcoatl that he can justify.
Why should he worry about justification, Captain? He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as breathing.
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Vlicht's attack on Rakur exceeded his orders. He needs Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair trial to avoid an inquiry of his own actions.
And our deaths will be the only way he can get it. Great!
What an interesting cell.
You look but see nothing of note. A field of static lightning. It seems to be moving in a purposeful manner. You look but see nothing of note. A slightly antiquated Klingon lock mechanism. These wooden rods are support beams that were not placed.
This creature is composed of electrical fields. I would not recommend approaching it. A metal projectile might disrupt its fields and render it harmless.
So that static field is in fact a creature.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
Interesting.
These wooden rods are support beams that were not placed.
We already knew that.
This rock has a high iron content.
Interesting. Also interesting. It's all interesting.
How could you do it, Jim? I spent hours trying to save his life, and you just gave him away in seconds to the Klingons.
Calm down, Bones.
You've handled those Klingons well, sir. We've got them on the run now.
You're speaking out of turn, Benny.
I have calculated the odds of surviving this at...
Shut up, Spock.
Why do I have the feeling that I'm about to have a bad day?
Good insights from the entity.
I refuse, Captain, on the grounds that it might eliminate me.
You guys are all useless. Why do we bring you along? Right, let's melt the iron ore in the ground with our phaser.
You melt some of the rock.
Get a support beam. Dip it in the ore. Lovely.
You coat the rod with molten iron. It hardens quickly.
Kirk didn't burn his hand there doing that. And then shake it.
As I suspected, Captain, the creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3.48 days.
I bet it'll be mad.
Can hear ourselves think now.
Captain, there is a force field between us and the planet. We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of Rakur, in what appears to be the ruins of an archaeological dig. Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can. We can analyze any data you gather through the main computer.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder message. There is a door with an entry coder here, Try to analyze the circuits and let the main computer crack the code.
Scan complete. Main computer has the code. We also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code. Shall I analyze?
No.
Hold that door open.
Affirmative, sir. We will transmit code when you activate the key code. Uhura out.
That's right. Don't want any help for her. Just do what I say. Get out of here. There, we clearly passed the test. This is easy.
Captain, what is that thing?
I don't know, Ensign.
I believe, Ensign, that this energy sphere is some sort of automaton, programmed to block our movements.
Whatever it is, we have to find a way to get by it.
That's just not going to happen.
A pulsing globe of energy.
The ball of energy is an automaton, Captain. It is an artificial construct programmed to block any movements. I can detect no other function or intelligence.
Good insights from the automaton.
Fascinating. It would appear that Vlicht sent us into this place in the hope that we would be killed.
We're not going to get out of this alive, are we, Captain?
If you hadn't been so damn anxious to give my patient to the Klingons, we wouldn't be in this mess.
This reminds me of an old practical joke that Finnegan played on me back at the academy.
Yeah, Vic's plan all along was to basically have us killed by the test. Still, we'll go out fighting.
Extreme increase in energy level, Captain. It absorbed the phaser fire. An unexpected reaction is occurring. High levels of lethal radiation are being produced.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder message. There is a door with an entry coder here. Try to analyze the circuits and let the main computer crack the code.
Scan complete. Main computer has the code. We also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code. Shall I analyze?
Yes, this time we absolutely should.
Affirmative, Uhura.
Sir, we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computer is unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Affirmative. Negative. Transmit the door entry code only. Affirmative.
Good luck, Captain.
Spock. Get us out of here. Oh no, this is unexpected.
What is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
Bones does take it too far sometimes, you know.
We've got to get out of here, Jim.
You don't say.
I should have taken a few more science courses at the academy.
Obviously, they want us to place the gems in the holes, but which one?
I suspect, Captain, that the machinery is activated by placing the gems in the proper slots. We should determine a system for this.
We should indeed. Get your tricorder.
It seems to be some sort of interface device, but I do not know how to activate it. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Your tricorder's recording functions are working, but it does not seem to be able to analyze.
Let's grab these gems. We'll just grab all 9 for now. Because why not? We're nearly there. Don't ask me where Kirk is hiding these. You see how tight his shirt is. They're not stuffed up there, are they?
Save new game. Replace previous.
Let's try matching the pattern on the wall first.
That combination is restricted to higher order functions. Neural interlink required.
Oh. This is quite a system we've got. Okay, let's try something different. Let's do blue on this side. Green on the top, we'll just reverse it. And then red on the left.
To use any light, the first crystal must correspond to the color of the light.
So that is the light of knowledge, the green light. So the green gem does correspond to the light of knowledge. So let's see what these other ones do. Take these all out again. And we'll try blue on top.
Force field blocks
green on the left.
System transport. Transport aborted. Use defense systems to eliminate alien vessels.
So the blue light is the light of travel.
Nothing happens.
So let's try all blue. Maybe we can get out of here.
We can transport you only in proximity of nearest humanoid life. Transport imminent.
How dare you! The test was supposed to take place without interference from your ship. You have shown all lack of honor.
Honor? Give me a break, Flick. You were trying to kill us. I believe that the use of guile to do what the enemy does not expect is considered very honorable by the Klingons. You didn't say I wasn't allowed to use my ship's computer. You didn't explain the rules clearly. Whose fault is that? Honor. You did. I believe that.
How dare you lecture me on points of honor? I, the most decorated warrior in the entire Empire. I, who took the dishonored trash of my homeworld and destroyed it with a fist of steel.
Then you admit it was you and not Quetzalcoatl who was responsible for the death of Rakor.
Those who lose honor lose life, Kirk. 'Tis the Klingon way.
Then you will not object to presenting the orders from the Klingon Council, authorizing mass murder on Rakor.
The trial is over. He is guilty. Done. Carry out the sentence.
I won't let you.
No, Captain. Let there be an end to this violence. I will not allow any more blood to be shed, save my own. I taught the doctrine of self-sacrifice, and I shall die of it. But before I die, I believe that Klingon law allows me to make a public statement. Intelligent beings are not meant to be caged either by tyranny or barbarism. Those who try doom themselves to failure. Once a culture has tasted peace, it will not desire anything else, because peace is better than war. Love is better than hate, and creation is better than destruction. This is truth. I, who was once immortal, know that truth is the only true immortal. You can kill people, cultures, even gods, but the truth will always survive. The death ceremony shall take place aboard the Cleata. I trust you are satisfied that justice has been done.
Did you listen to anything he said? One day, in spite of people like you, the Klingons will know peace. I hope I live to see that day. I don't know if you're a praying man, Flick. If I were you, I would not want to meet me again. Justice? Did you listen to anything? Scotty, beam us up.
The Klingons will know peace in the future, and that future takes place in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. But that is not the ideal ending for this scenario at all.
Captain's log. We've returned to Federation space, having tried and failed to save a new friend.
Quetzalcoatl was a remarkable creature, Captain. It is a great loss.
He died for what he believed in.
Yet so did many men who were judged by history to be evil. Dictators, assassins. Self-sacrifice in itself is not a virtue.
Still, I cannot find it in my heart to condemn him. He had a great dream of peace, and it's been left to others to fulfill it. Let's get started. Ahead warp factor 2 to Alpha Proxima, Mr. Sulu.
So let's try all red gems instead. Maybe we'll get a better outcome.
Planetary defenses revived. All alien vessels in orbit.
That is an unceremonious game over, because obviously that is the Enterprise and all the Klingon ships destroyed. So let's try all green gems, the light of knowledge.
This is Bialbi, High Mentalic of Rakur. For defense, use the light of war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals. Integrator now active.
I'm guessing this is the integrator. Let's head over.
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation. It shall be resolved. Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakur. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your doing!
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were involved in this action.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Kirk!
Hoist on your own petard, Vlicht. Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you.
Agreed.
A life for a life is a just bargain, but his crimes are beyond count.
I do not see what can be served by more killing.
Idealism, an advanced concept. Naive, perhaps, but charming in its simplicity. Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out. No Klingon vessel may ever return to this world.
Very well. I agree to your terms.
As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the situation and chose to reveal myself to you. Now you may go. Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
And so we did it. That is the ideal situation. We freed Quetzalcoatl from Klingon justice.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
We will be setting course for Digifal. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakur, Mr. Spock. Except for the dead.
We have read your report on the problems at Rakur and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Watch out, it's Red Shirt Corner! And what a spectacular red shirt corner it is today.
Captain, it would not be wise to cross while the creature is near.
Captain, perhaps I should try to cross first.
That's a good idea. That's why we bring you along. You go first.
I'll give it a try, Captain.
And the squid, fully sated, leaves us alone. We can cross the bridge now with no harassment from the creature. And of course no one has anything to say about the dead man. Thanks for watching.